Hey, what's up everybody? Pop Culture Junkie here. I'm going to be doing a little video here to show you what I picked up today on my pop hunting adventure. Alright, so today is Thursday, July 20th, and that is the very first day of the San Diego Comic-Con. Therefore, today is the day they were releasing all the new San Diego Comic-Con exclusive merchandise at all the different collectible shops, all across the different shops that have these different collectibles. Well, I got up way early this morning, headed out. I tried to go and find everything I wanted to on my list. I didn't go looking for everything that they were releasing because I only get what I like, what I'm into. I'm not looking to just buy and hoard up everything. So I went to the mall, and thankfully the mall has both locations that I was needing to go to, Think Geek and Hot Topic, because they both had exclusive pop figures that you couldn't get at either other store, so you had to go to both. And I'm going to share with you what I found. Alright, let's go ahead and open the bags. I'll show you what I got. Alright, so I'll tell you how my day went. So I first got out to the mall and I went to the Think Geek store. And they had a giant amount of pops. They had a huge amount. They opened early too. They were open at 8 o'clock. The mall around here doesn't open until 10. But they opened 2 hours early so that collectors could be there to get the things they were after. I got there about 10 minutes till 9. I walked in. They had 2 tables set up, one in the back, one in the front, and they were loaded up with their pop figures. They had all the different ones that were exclusive to their store, and keep in mind, of course, Think Geek is affiliated with GameStop, so I was able to get a couple of pops from both stores at this store. So my first one I picked up is the Disney Darkwing Duck Negatron, glows in the dark. This one looks awesome. Excellent figure. Not even on the box there. Of course, you know, Darkwing Duck, launch pad. But yeah, this one looks awesome. It's in black and white, but it's a glow-in-the-dark pop. So that's a really cool find. I'm really glad I got that one. Okay, the next one I have in here is... I had to get this one to add to my South Park collection. South Park San Diego Comic-Con 2017 Summer Convention exclusive. Mint Berry Crunch. Check them out. These are so cool. I love the South Park pops. I'm so glad they finally started putting these out. So yes, we have a South Park 2017 Summer Convention exclusive. So there we go. Check that out. Alright, and then the last one I had to pick up. This is actually a exclusive to GameStop, so you can find them at your GameStop locations as well. But I thankfully went to Think Geek, and I found the Princess Leia R2-D2. This is the Princess Leia hologram. Of course, this is from the scene from A New Hope, the very first Star Wars film, where Princess Leia is being portrayed as the hologram, giving the message to Obi-Wan and Luke. And so I have R2-D2 and glow-in-the-dark Princess Leia. Awesome. Well, not glow-in-the-dark. So I have R2-D2 and hologram Princess Leia. Awesome 2-pack. I really thought when I first heard about this, they were going to use this in one of the Star Wars bounty, smuggler's bounty boxes as a exclusive item in there, but I'm really relieved to be able to find it in the store, so that was a really nice treat. Right, so that was my trip to Think Geek. After that, I just headed down the hallway to where Hot Topic is, and I stood in line for probably about 10 minutes actually, since I got there just a little bit before they opened, and thankfully they were, I'll put it this way, Think Geek, okay, there was not that many people in there because they opened at 8. I got there about an hour later, but they had everything in good shape. Go to Hot Topic then. We wait in line out front. There's probably about 30 people ahead of me, maybe. And they open the doors, and single file, they let people in. They have all the exclusive convention pops and other figures in the very front, right there as you walk in, so everyone can go in, single file, grab what you want, head on to the register, or proceed to the rest of the store if you want to look around. But as far as getting to the main stuff that everyone's there for, they did a great job. They had an employee right there guiding people, letting them know, hey, take a couple minutes, pick out the ones you want, and then move on so other people can get in. They didn't want to overfill the store. So they did that and did that. I mean, even with that many people ahead of me, there was still plenty of merchandise by the time I got in there for my turn. So here's the first pop I picked up. It is the 2017 Summer Convention exclusive Stranger Things Steve, okay, from Stranger Things Netflix series. So that's the exclusive one you can find there at Hot Topic. The next one I have here is, this one was crazy looking. This is the 2017 Summer Convention exclusive Luna Lovegood with glasses. Alright, check her out. Alright, that was a really cool figure. And then last but not least, Hot Topic had a exclusive South Park figure, and this one was too hard to pass up, so I couldn't. It is South Park the Coon, 2017 Summer Convention exclusive. Check out Cartman as the Coon. Alright, so these are the ones I was able to pick up from Think Geek. These are the ones I was able to get from Hot Topic. Now then, the mall I went to has a Barnes & Noble nearby, so I stopped into Barnes & Noble, and it's still early. It's still just maybe about 9:30 at this time. That store didn't open until 10. Okay, now I gotta share a little something I want to rant about real quick, and forgive me if I just go a little crazy. Now, Think Geek, Hot Topic, hey, these guys are used to these kind of this. First of all, the employees that work there, they know this product because that's what they sell. They sell these pops all the time. They know the product. They know if you walk up to an employee there and you say, "Hey, I'm looking for Funko Pops," you automatically know, oh, they're right here on this big wall, or oh, they're over here in the back, or which one do you want? Because I already know what all we have. I'll tell you if you have a shot at getting the one you want. Excellent, cool, saves you the time of looking. Well, I go into Barnes & Noble's, okay? Right after I left these stores, I went to Barnes & Noble, and I'm waiting in line. There's probably only about 15, 20 people tops standing outside the door waiting to get in line for them to open. I get there about 15, 20 minutes before the store opens. So I stand outside waiting in line, and there is about 6, I believe, exclusives that were going to be released at Barnes & Noble's as far as exclusive pop figures. And now, Funko Pops are a very common item at Barnes & Noble's. I've gone into Barnes & Noble's and bought random pops at times. They've had specials. They even had a mystery box last year that we unboxed on this channel. So Barnes & Noble's should be very schooled in what Funko Pops are and how crazy people can get and how popular they are. Well, we stand outside, we're waiting. The employee comes up to the door, unlocks it, opens the doors and says, "Oh, come on in, everyone." Next thing you know, a herd of people just come, flying through the store, running like mad children over to the area where they have the Funko Pops set up. And they have all these pops just stacked up. There's maybe only about, I don't know, maybe 10 of every pop that is exclusive to the Barnes & Noble store. Such a very low number compared to Hot Topic and Think Geek, okay? I don't know if that's fair to compare or not, but it was crazy how few they had in stock. But anyways, I get to the back area of Barnes & Noble's where I'm trying to find the one single pop I'm after, which is the Scare Glow He-Man Master of the Universe figure. And I found out, of course, it's Barnes & Noble's exclusive, so I go to Barnes & Noble, stand in line, and by the time I get back to the back area, all these people that picked up like 3 or 4 or 5 of them, and they're standing in line. I'm like, are you really gonna, are you really buying all these because you're gonna keep them? Do you have like 5 or 6 kids or friends you're buying them for? Well, at the same time, I'm keeping my calm. I'm staying calm. I'm not happy that I don't have one to pick up off the table myself. I'm looking around to see, okay, maybe somebody grabbed a whole bunch of things and they're going to set them down after they decide, oh, I don't really need one, or I don't really want this one, etc. So I'm just waiting patiently. And then I see another couple of people that are getting a lot more animated about the situation, and they're getting aggravated. To the point where people start screaming and cursing like crazy. I'm about to get out of here because I don't know what's going to happen next. But these other individuals, this person had his child with him. So his kid is pointing at a gentleman in line that's holding about 5 of them, the same figure. And the father asks the guy, "Hey, are you really buying all those for yourself? My kid really wanted one of those. Do you need all of them?" And instead of being kind of like, I don't know, generous or a little just, be a little civil about it, the person buying them could have easily said, "Oh, I have friends, or I have 4 kids myself that each want one, or their friends asked me to get them for them," whatever. That would be at least understood. At least, if anything, it could have been, he could have just lied his way out of it. Instead, the guy goes, "Oh, if your kid really wants one, just tell him to go home and get on eBay, because that's where I'm going to put these in about 10 minutes once I get home." And that, of course, ignited a whole bunch of people just screaming and cursing, saying more of this about, "Hey, we're all here actually trying to buy these because we want to buy them and own them, not because we're turning around to make a profit and whatnot." Again, more people then turn their anger and rage to the employees. And unfortunately, the employees didn't have anything else to say because it's out of their hands, and I don't hold any of them accountable for that. It's not their fault if they didn't get any kind of pre-planning, let them know, hey, don't let people buy these in bulk, etc. You know, other stores have limits on these figures so that more people can get them rather than one person buying them all up. Okay, when I went to Think Geek, when I was at Hot Topic, they had signs, they had employees talking. All the signs said, you know, max quantity of the same pop per person, or max of this many per group or per party, etc. And I appreciate when stores actually take the time to do that, because we have these people out there called flippers, which we all know, okay, we all know who you are, okay, you know you're one, okay, if that's what you do, fine, that's your business, I'm not one to judge. But I get to the Barnes & Noble's area where they have all the pops and all the exclusive ones that I'm, the only one I wanted, okay, there's one that I wanted, it's all gone, and I see 4 or 5 people standing over there near the register area already, and they all are holding 5 or 6 of the same pop, because I know they're just going to take them home and slap them online and sell them for triple the money, and that's what they're going to do. Okay, I mean, some people do that. That's their business. I'm not throwing judgment out there, okay? So don't give me a whole lot of comments below saying, you know, I'm hating on y'all or anything like that. I'm not. I just don't think that Barnes & Noble's did a very good job at all in preparing for this day. Because I was not very far back in line, I easily should have been able to get to the front and find what I was looking for, at least one of the items I wanted, and that way I could have it for my collection. Okay, I just think it was ridiculous. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm sounding like I'm whining or complaining. I don't mean to. I really think they really need to get better at this. A lot of people got really upset. There was a lot more screaming and yelling. I just hightailed it out of there because I didn't know how far this was going to get escalated. So yeah. So I would just like to say, yeah, Barnes & Noble, you really disappointed me this morning. I couldn't believe it. I did call a few other stores after I left that location to try to find the same pop I was looking for. And sadly, every store I called, I had to explain, almost like I'm explaining it to a 2-year-old, how arithmetic works, okay? I was continuously talking to people on the phone that work at these stores and you sell this product, and I'm like, hey, I'm just looking to see if you have this certain Funko Pop in stock. And I get, what's a Funko Pop? Well, it's a toy. Well, what kind of toy is it? It's called Funko Pop. So what does it do? Actually, it does nothing. It's just a little figure, a little statue toy that you get to put on your shelf. I don't know what they wanted me to say otherwise, but yeah. So it was just a really poor experience, and I really just was disappointed with Barnes & Noble's altogether. Sorry for ranting. You know, I don't mean to come off as a crybaby. I really love the pops I found, and they're really awesome. And these are ones I wanted to find and bring home. I was just really disappointed that I was not able to find that one pop, which I saw dozens of them in other people's hands. I just was like really shocked that so many people had the nerve to just pick up all these and take them, whereas there's all these employees that could have easily been like, hey, you know what, actually, we're supposed to only allow one per person. Something like that would have easily helped the situation and not allowed it to become such a hostile environment. So, but hey, if anyone else out there was able to grab some of these pops, let me know. Let me know what you thought of them. I really am happy with all these here. I think they look great. Of course, South Park pops are always a favorite of mine. The Star Wars 2-pack is awesome. I'm really glad I was able to get that one. And the Negatron, Stranger Things, and Luna, awesome. So there you go. Well, I just want to share my experience with everyone for my my comic convention pop hunting adventure. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. And hey, if you didn't know about these pops, pretty much I think the ones you see here, they're pretty common right now. They're not going to be anything that anyone's going to really be going crazy to get to, so you might be able to still find them easily if you're just now seeing this video and then you're going to head out to the local store to try to find them, or maybe find them online. Oh, speaking of which, online, I even went to Barnes & Noble's website after I finished calling the other stores in the area to try to maybe see if I can just buy it online. Well, their website crashed. So again, yeah, there was just a lot of poor execution on their part. I do think, honestly, there should be some kind of limit, I think, with Funko, where I think Funko is getting a little ridiculous with the exclusives. Okay, it's nice to have what's called exclusive, so you feel like, oh, it's worth more, or it's a more rare figure. But really, I mean, I'm not about that sometimes. I really just like the look of the figure, whether this is, you know, your standard one or it's a exclusive comic convention one, or whatever. It's just should be about enjoying the figure itself. But I know everything comes down to money. But I think it is kind of getting ridiculous where you go to different shops and you're always looking for like the Chase Pops, which, I mean, honestly, it's almost an impossible thing to do. Okay, not trying to brag, I do have a Chase Batman Pop here. But honestly, the only reason I got this one is because, fortunately, somebody that works at a toy store near my job knew I am a pop collector, or I enjoy buying pops and owning pops. And they said, hey, we got a new Batman figure, and it had a funny little sticker, and it looks a little different. I thought maybe you might like it. It just turned out to be a Chase one. It was just pure luck. So, you know, have I ever found one out in the wild? No, I don't. I never see any Chase Pops anywhere, and I have a hard time believing people when they say, oh, look what I found out in the wild. Hey, maybe it does happen every so often, but honestly, all the stores I go to, as far as the ones that carry Pops, that get them in, you know, in the cases and whatnot, every time I ask them, hey, did you get any Chase Pops? Oh, yeah, I did. But as soon as our shipment comes in, there's people that come in at the same time as our shipment and just stand here waiting for us to open the boxes, and they buy them up right away to take them home and sell them online. Like, well, where's the fun in that? Like, I mean, some stores, I think you should just, hey, you know what, take your stuff to the back, open it up. If you get Chase ones, wait for those flippers to leave, and then put it on a shelf so that a regular casual fan can get the thrill of going, hey, I found a Chase Pop finally out in the wild. It is a possibility. It can happen. I mean, it would be a lot more important, I think, to do that than just, you know, giving it to people that they're just, you know, ripping people off by selling them for triple the price. It's just ridiculous. It really is. But I do think it also getting a little crazy with the exclusives where, okay, you got to go to Walgreens, you got to go to Target, you got to go to Walmart, you got to go to, you know, Kohl's, you got to go to, there's all these different random shops nowadays that are starting to get Pops because Pops are popular, but I don't ever go to Kohl's. I don't buy my clothing from Kohl's, so now I have to go to Kohl's if I want to get an exclusive Pop by chance. And then on top of that, just like Barnes & Noble's experience this morning, I've been into stores that are not your common collectible shops, and whenever I ask them, hey, you're supposed to get this exclusive Funko Pop, do you have it in stock yet? And they're like looking at me going, what's a Funko Pop? I'm like, oh, you have a whole shelf over here full of them. That's what Funko Pops are, and you're supposed to get an exclusive one because your store is going to be getting one that's only sold at your store. Oh, I don't know when we'll get that, or I never heard of it before you told me about it. Like, yeah, so it is a frustrating experience. Just trying to, you know, share that with everyone out there, that in case you think I've never had those experiences, trust me, I have. So, you know, it happens. Hey, so thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in and listening to me rant. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this, as always, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed this. If you want to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all the links are below in the description of the video, so you can do that and follow along with me on all my social media outlets. So there you go. All right, everyone, take care. I'll see you on the next unboxing, unwrapping, and until then, take care and enjoy your week. Pop Culture Junkies, signing out.